What is the difference while we're speaking about making a sexual joke or something funny in an environment where it's been funny before? What is the difference between poor practice and abuse?
So it's totally context. If you and I were friends as adults and I told you a dirty joke, we're telling dirty jokes, you know what I mean? Like that, we're not saying don't tell dirty jokes. If I told a particularly vulgar joke to you as a client in front of a small child, that's poor practice. It's just not what you want to expose smaller children to. So it's really just saying, where can you potentially do harm? And just being a bit hesitant to speak at that point or to engage in sexual banter when there's small children around. What would be totally inappropriate is for an adult coach to be making jokes with younger children as part of a grooming process, for example.
And I know that the last time I was on a coaching clinic, they've become very mindful about inappropriate contact with people as well. So, and they were saying between your grooms, between riders, between coaches, so saying things, if you were going to make a seat adjustment, and this is, I suppose, where the education will have to come in, was saying, can I touch your foot? Exactly. To move your, and having just like, I think once we've also got a clearer mandate in place, perhaps, then these questions stop being quite as relevant.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the idea is not to get everybody so scared that you don't want to say anything, you don't want to touch anybody. It's just putting in a few measures so that people give consent to say, move my leg here or there. In vaulting, there's a lot of hands-on. Just do it with consent. Really is a big difference between just poor practice and abuse. And abuse is a culmination of poor practice over time. It's deliberate. It's quite predatory, in fact.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely.
In a way, it's easier to find the real predators if you just address poor practice.
Absolutely.
So if you've got an environment where abuse and violence and slagging of colleagues, is there, it's more difficult to say, okay, I see that, this person is really harassing or humiliating somebody, if that's the norm. If it's not the norm, you can say, no, that just doesn't look right, and keep an eye on things.